I remind you, you're at a buy here, pay here lot. That means you've never paid nobody else, so you come to me. That's what that means. So you're under my terms. There's no negotiations.
Bitch, don't know where I'm at, nothing. I don't know shit. I get a fucking thing on my dashboard to say, pull over safely. Your transmission is running hot. What? Bitch, I'm just a girl. What the fuck that mean? What? Is this bitch about to blow?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be talking about buy here, pay here, cars for now, debt forever. It sounds easy: walk in, sign papers, drive out, no credit check, more like no escape clause. The car runs most of the time and only when the payment's on time. Miss a week and the Repo guy knows exactly where you park. Your interest rate is higher than your gas bill. That affordable car ends up costing twice what is worse. You stop praying for good weather, now you're praying for a good transmission, guys. You know, by the end, you own the car and a lifetime of payment regrets. If it's something familiar from you guys, and this is what it is, you know, for you, let's dive to the videos and watch, guys.
Let's talk about the pros of financing a car from a buy here, pay here. I'm actually on a buy here, pay here a lot right now. All their cars are on their front line. Decent selection, not gonna lie. Cool C300 right here. We got a Malibu right here, hood special. We got a little CT5 right here with some rims on it. But one of the main reasons why people buy cars at buy here, pay here is because there's such a low barrier of entry. Pretty much everybody's approved who comes here because there's no actual banks offering the financing. All your financing is done directly through the dealership itself. So that means if you don't have the best credit history, you could still leave with a car the same day. Another thing to keep in mind, a lot of buy here, pay here's give you the option to report payments to your credit or to not. This means that if you're in a rebuilding phase with your credit, you can have their payments reported so your credit goes up. What's also really nice is they have the most flexible payment options. So they can split your total payment to whatever aligns with how you get paid. This way you never fall behind on any payments and there's not too much money coming out of your account at once. They schedule it perfectly.
Yeah, the gentleman have a really good point, you know, less credit check and other stuff. This is why buy here, pay here is so popular in some places. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about this, guys. And let's dive in the next video and watch.
The truth about buying a car from a buy here, pay here lot. Now this is not for all buy here, pay here's. It can vary for some, but a majority of them, when you do buy a car from them and you're making the payments, none of them actually go to any credit bureaus. The main reason why this is true is because of the in-house financing process they have. They don't work with any lenders. I had a customer yesterday who had a 2019 Honda Civic that she had for about 3 years, made every single payment on time, didn't see a single payment on her credit history. The only thing that was on her credit history was a Capital One card and about 2 other cards. She was saying how she essentially paid the vehicle off and was shocked when I told her it didn't show a single payment on the report. Now the reason why is because they don't report to any banks unless you miss a payment or even get a repo. Now the reason that's not good is because you're not actually building a relationship with any bank to pretty much verify you can actually pay the banks back if you do get an auto loan. I would just always recommend going to a dealership. Even if you're a first-time buyer, you don't have to buy a $30,000 car. You can just find a cheap car that's under $15,000, put at least $2,000 to $3,000 down, at least 10%, and you should be good to go. Build your relationship with the banks, trade it in and get something better. You don't have to go to a buy here, pay here just to get a vehicle.
Yeah, another thought, you know, guys, definitely, you see, if you're in a hard financial situation and you need to use the buy here, pay here, just make sure that it's going to be reported to your credit bureaus. You know, it's important. Yeah, you see, in some cases, sometimes buy here, pay here, we're not going to report it if you pay on time, only if you got repo or something like this. It's also very important. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
So y'all want a story time on how I ended up 16K in debt for a 2017 Elantra that's only worth 8K? I got you. Okay. Me, being a dumbass bitch, not having really a head start in life because I don't know anything about credit. They don't teach it in schools and you don't know about the importance of it until you're a grown-ass woman with 2 kids, moved out of your mama's house, actually got kicked out of your mama's house, and now you need a car so you can get from point A to point B because Uber's fucking expensive and everybody knows that we don't got money for that. Okay, cool, we established that. So I go to a buy here, pay here. I put $1,700 down for a 2017 Elantra. I think the more money I put down, the less my monthly payment has to be. And I also thought because my payments would be bi-weekly, that I was paying less money. I would be paying more towards the principal, less interest, and I would pay down my loan faster. Yeah. Dumb bitch. Clock it. Okay, so that's September 18th, 2024. I put down a $1,700 down payment, and then my payments were supposed to be $239 bi-weekly with a $54 insurance through the dealership for me to pay on the vehicle, which is collateral, right? Okay, $293 I've been paying since September 18th, 2024. Never been late on a payment. When my payment schedule changed, I communicated that, and I have a paper trail that shows proof. I financed my loan for $16,503.90. The vehicle price was $10,520. And if by the end of the 55-month term at 22.489% APR, I would have paid back $27,884, right? Yeah, I know. I'm basically financing the vehicle twice over. So, let me answer the question that everybody has right now. Why didn't you just go to a regular dealership? Why didn't you get a cosigner? Why didn't you just wait? Who the fuck's waiting to get from point A to point B with 2 fucking kids in Ubers paying $300 a week? For all that shit, I might as well just have my own fucking vehicle, right? Exactly. Okay, thing number 2. Why don't you just refinance? I can't refinance because I'm $16,000 in debt for a vehicle that's only worth $6K in trade-in, and they're not trying to roll a negative equity over because I don't got $5K to put down on another vehicle. Why you can't just save? Who the fuck's saving $5,000 in this economy? Let's be real. On Beyonce's internet, in this economy that was supposed to be for Kamala Harris, but we're now dealing with that Cheeto with the fucking toupee. Who's saving $5 grand? You let me know. Okay. Thing number 3. Everyone's like, why not just sell it off? Why not just, voluntary repo? I'm trying to build my credit. I'm trying to get my shit together. If I voluntary repo, I'm pretty much fucking myself up before I even get started.
Okay, what do you think about this, guys? Let me know in the comments below. What suggestions do you have for this lady? I will be happy to read this, and please like, share, subscribe. It's really important for me. It's make my channel grow. I try to grow this channel, and I do appreciate it for all your likes, shares, and subscriptions. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch, guys. Okay.
Let's talk about the cons of financing a car from a buy here, pay here. These buy here, pay here's control all the terms. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to set that interest rate at 20, 25%, and that's it. This is going to result in you paying for the car like twice. That's how high your rate's going to be. But to be honest, that could happen at a regular dealership too. Second thing is that they really don't have the best selection. At most buy here, pay here lots, they have older, high mileage cars, and there's just not much to really choose from. For example, the buy here, pay here that I went to yesterday, I think they had like 12 cars on the lot. Now, another big one is that they don't always report your payments. So let's say you plan on getting a buy here, pay here car to rebuild your credit. You might not actually get any credit for those payments that you made that were on time. Now, another one that goes over people's heads is that they track their cars. You can pretty much guarantee if you purchased a car from a buy here, pay here, there's a tracker somewhere in the car and you have no idea where it is. So with that being said, let's say you miss a payment, they're going to go pick up their car. It's not going to be a repo or anything like that. They're just going to go pick up your car or shut it off.
Yeah, you see, basically, you have a lot of pros and cons about buy here, pay here, guys. They track your cars and other stuff, not a good selection. Let me know in the comments below if you have a deal with buy here, pay here. I will be very happy to read all your stories. Okay, so let's dive in the next video and watch.
They're talking about getting into buy here, pay here business. You'll make some money. You'll make some money. I'm going to show you what they look like when they come in from that repo. This is a 2018 Nissan Altima. Tires bald. Front bumper missing. Fender damaged. Let me jump inside, check it out. Trashed. Seat all torn up. Well, I guess I got half the bumper right back there. Look at this thing. This is what you get when they don't make them payments. Now again, this is a 2018 Nissan Altima. Look at this thing, all banged up. Front end all messed up. Oh, it get better. It get better. Rear quarter all messed up, bumper all hanging off. I mean, this thing is trashed. 2018 Nissan Altima. Ain't that something?
Yeah, I feel bad for this gentleman and for the car too. You know, the car is really messed up, really badly. Yeah, it's probably part of the business. Okay, let's dive in the next video and watch, guys.
I got my car from a buy here, pay here line in 2020, so this was 5 years ago. And I really feel like I have a lawsuit, but I don't know. But I bought this car 5 years ago, and I've gotten into 3 car accidents with this car. The first time, my cousin hit the back of another car and my car was totaled, but the airbags didn't deploy. The second time, I got T-boned in the side, and the airbags still did not deploy. The third time was when I hydroplaned my car like a month or 2 ago. Y'all seen that? Yeah. No airbags deployed. And I now am seeing the airbag light up on my dash. And I really don't know what that means. Don't come for me. I really don't know what that means. But I'm just thinking like, dang, after 5 years and 3 car accidents that had some pretty big impacts on the vehicle, why are there no airbags deployed? But now I'm feeling like maybe my car doesn't have any airbags. I really don't know how to check that. But also, I got my car from a buy here, pay here lot. And it was sold to me as is. Like, there's no warranty. It was as is. So I guess I'm wondering, like, does my car have airbags? How do I figure that out? And can I sue them? Because I feel like they sold me the car with no airbags. And that, like, has to be against the law.
Definitely, she need to check about her airbags for sure. Definitely, you know. It's really bad if the car don't have an airbags, and I hope, you know, she will find out that, because if the airbags did not deploy for 3 times, it's really bad. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Bitch! Don't know where I'm at, nothing. I don't know shit. I get a fucking thing on my dashboard to say, pull over safely. Your transmission is running hot. What? Bitch, I'm just a girl. What the fuck that mean? What? Is this bitch about to blow?
Very interesting. I decided to add different stories, you know. Probably this girl definitely need to check her transmission. What do you think about that, guys? Okay, let's check another video.
Hey, man. Stop waking up and caring, bro. Go with the move, bro. Everybody gonna tell you their experience with some shit. Everybody gonna tell you not to do it. It's gonna be a strategic plan on this, strategic on this, strategic on that. Man, sometimes you gotta wake up and just go with the move, bro. You gotta wake up and just go with it. All they trying to plan shit out. Half of the time, that shit don't even work out the way you plan it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wake up and just go with it, bro. Just wake up and go with it. Don't tell nobody what you finna do. Don't tell nobody how you finna do it. Don't tell nobody when you finna do it. Don't tell nobody the speed at which you finna do it, man. Just get up and just go make it happen. Ain't gonna do it, because if it don't work out, take your L in private. If it do work out, nigga, your W gonna be in public anyway. Don't listen what nobody say about nothing. Don't go ask nobody about nothing, because everybody's situation gonna always be different. You know what I'm saying? The stars might just align for you when you decide to go do something. And it might not, but guess what? You would never know until you actually try to go do it.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about this, guys? You know, gentleman have a pretty good thoughts that he decided to share with us. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Imagine this. You take money out of your 401k to get a vehicle. You find a buy here, pay here place. The vehicle that you are going to get is about $13,000, and you are only paying $900 up front. The rest is your responsibility because you are financing the vehicle. A month after you get this vehicle, the engine goes bad. It's shot. No warning signs at all, except when the engine actually went out. You go back to where you got the car from, and they tell you to take it to a Steinley dealership. Takes you about an hour to walk to Steinley, and they say that they can't work on it because it's a Hyundai. You have to take it to an actual Hyundai dealership. So you have it towed, you pay about $100, you have it towed out of your local city, about 40 minutes out, and it's at the dealership now. The dealership calls you and says you are responsible for paying out of pocket because you do not have a warranty. So you go back to the finance place and they tell you you do have a warranty and your deductible is only $100 and you are all set to not worry. What the finance place fails to tell you is that the warranty is only supposed to pay 2 hours worth of teardown time, and the dealership tells you that they took 18 hours to tear the vehicle down. So now you're left with a $5,000 bill that gets taken down into half, so about $2,171 that you are fully responsible for. So you go back to the finance place and they tell you that they're willing to pay $1,200 for this mistake. The rest of it you would have to pay $950 to get your vehicle out of the dealership, and that's not even including the monthly payments you have to make on the car. Then the dealership calls you and says they're going to start charging you $35 a day for it to sit in the lot until it is out. And mind you, you just permanently got laid off from your job. You're in the process of getting a new job. You call the finance place and they said they're not willing to pay double, even though you said you would pay them back and would do your $100 deductible. They tell you to get 2 jobs instead. The dealership calls you and again tells you they're going to start charging you $35 a day for it to sit on the lot. You tell them that you can't make those payments because you permanently lost your job and are in the process of, again, getting a new job. You decide that you cannot afford this and you end up surrendering the car to the bank. You read reviews online. Big mistake is you didn't do that at first until after you had all these problems, and you see the finance place screws people over left and right and conceals the problems that are going on with the cars that they have and they sell. Isn't it weird how no lights came on the dashboard until after the engine was shot of your car? Doesn't make sense, right? So now you're left with filing for bankruptcy. A month after you got the vehicle and the engine already goes out when it's a 2019 and only 90,000 miles were put on it. What would you do? What would you do if you knew that since you surrendered the car, they are now going to eventually take you to court and sue you right after the car gets auctioned off? You're responsible with an over $13,000 bill. What would you do?
Definitely, guys, it's like a horror story here, about all this buy here, pay here, I tried to put a different stories, as I already told you, and I'm trying, to show you different parts of every aspect here, This, I think it's important to show this whole stuff on my show, so this one I'm giving you different stories from different people. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Buy here, pay here. Why is everybody so picky? My name is Rick Dyer, and I am the king of cars, dealing with this latest group of buy here, pay here customers. They want a $1 million car for nothing. Can I remind you, you're at a buy here, pay here lot. That means you've never paid nobody else, so you come to me. That's what that means. So you're under my terms. There's no negotiations. You don't get to pick your color. You lost that right when you got your Dodge Challenger repossessed from Santander. Or when your Nissan Versa transmission exploded, you let it go back. You're at a buy here, pay here lot for a reason. You can't be picky when you don't have a way to work. But I digress. I got $300 down. What can you do for me? Nothing. Nothing. If it breaks, are you going to fix it? Are you going to help me out? No, I'm not going to help you out. As is where is, baby.
Pretty expressive gentleman, guys. But you see, he's the owner of Buy Here, Pay Here a lot. And this is his thoughts, I'm trying to give you different thoughts from different people. Different sides of a coin, like always. So let me know in the comments below what do you think about that, guys, And I will be happy to read them all. Please like, share, subscribe. And I'm done for today, guys. We will see you in the next show episode. Please be safe and bye for now.